by Andrew Kanambura. Serving and retired members of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces (ZDF) were among the most notable winners at an extraordinary congress convened by ZANU-PF in the capital yesterday, as they emerged with influential party posts. Soldiers check a gun as they stand on an armored vehicle parked in the central district of Harare, Zimbabwe, the 16th of November 2017, a day after the Zimbabwe National Army took control of the government from President Robert Mugabe on the 15th of November 2017. Mugabe and his family are believed to be safe at the house. The military denied it. Staged a coup d'etat. EPAFEARONUFUMELI Zimbabwe National Army ZNA top officer Major General Engelbert Ruggeya landed the position of ZANU-PF National Political Commissar, while new cabinet ministers, former Air Force Zimbabwe Commander Perence Shiri and former ZNA Chief of Staff Sibusiso Busi Moyo were roped in as committee members in the Politburo. Ruggeya, a veteran of the 1970s Liberation War, is widely known for his abrasive political approach in his home province of Masvingo. He replaces exiled former office-bearer Saviour Kasukuwere, whose expulsion from ZANU-PF was endorsed by Congress. This was perhaps at the behest of members of the Zimbabwe National Liberation War Veterans Association ZNLWVA, who have repeatedly been clamoring for one of them to be appointed to the influential post. Ruggeya, Shiri and Moyo played influential roles in the military intervention that ousted former President Robert Mugabe last month. Also making it into the Politburo was former ZNA Colonel Munieradzima Shosha, who was named principal of the Kite Post School of Ideology. President Emerson Mnangagwa said he was adding this portfolio so that all party cadres are taught what he called the correct party ideology. Analysts said the military cadres were probably being rewarded for the role in propelling Mnangagwa to the position of head of state and first secretary of ZANU-PF. To all intents and purposes, veterans of the liberation struggle that brought independence in 1980 are now calling the shots in ZANU-PF. Outspoken chairperson of the ZNLWVA, Christopher Musvangwa, who consistently battled against Mnangagwa's bitter political enemies, was rewarded with the position of Secretary for Information, Communication and Technology. He takes over from Jonathan Moyo, who fled into exile at the height of Operation Restore Legacy. Mnangagwa attracted wild acclamation from the delegates when he jokingly said he was giving the post to Moyo's good friend. Both gifted with oratory prowess, Moyo and Musvangwa freely entertained the public by engaging in extreme verbal exchanges through the press. ZNLWVA Secretary General Victor Matemadana, himself a former soldier, was appointed to the Politburo. He replaces previous presidential hopeful Sidney Segerame, who completely missed out. Another former freedom fighter, Mabel Chinamona, scooped the influential post of Secretary for Women's Affairs. She interestingly replaces former First Lady Grace Mugabe, who had fired her from the Women's League shortly before the military intervention. The powerful presidium position of ZANU-PF national chairperson was resuscitated and given to Opamuj Ingirikashie, another veteran of the Liberation War. The generals, whose involvement in the country's political affairs has also raised some eyebrows, sat in the front row, and those who gave solidarity messages lined to shake their hands afterwards. Daily News previous post Mnangagwa extends olive branch to G40 support Nihanda Radio Donate here.